Victoria Rigger, and welcome to Debate Away broadcast. I'm joined with Taylor Weldon and Nick Moore. Hi.
Hello.
Today we're going to be speaking about world problems and our political views. First question, should America be more involved with the world? Taylor?
I don't think America should get involved in the world because we could cause a war against the United States. Some countries may not like us to invade or intrude in their world problems.
I think we should get more involved, especially with things like hunger. America has the resources to help support a whole country. Think about this, about roughly 50% of all U.S. produce is thrown away. This could be going to a country with people in need.
I agree with both of you. I think America should be involved because if we have the resources, but not invade and cause conflict. We need to be respectful of their way of living. Should America imperialize? Imperialism is a bigger country taking over a smaller country, usually by force, for its natural resources.
No, I don't think imperialism is ethical because a country could get stuck living under another country's rule. Not only are American lives lost trying to stop imperialism, but so are American jobs. Foreign workers are used to working more hours for less money, and so they'll take the American jobs. In the United States, if the United States was to imperialize, that would give the world a reason to hate us because we are picking on a weaker country being as successful as the United States is.
I believe that imperialism would be a good idea because we can gain land and knowledge from their way of culture. If we were to imperialize, then we can gain natural resources that can be good for America and it can benefit us in the future.
Give me all your resources!
Take it! Nick, I see your point of view, but I'm gonna have to go with Taylor on this one. I just don't think it's ethical to invade another country for selfish reasons. Should America police the world?
I don't think America should police the world because we don't have enough power to control every country. The other countries can all ally together and overpower the United States.
I actually agree with you on this one, Nick. I don't think we should police the world because it could cause more problems than it would solve.
Glad you guys finally agreed on something.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, you put your hands behind your back. Should we share technologies with the world?
I think we should share technological advancements because if we found the cure for cancer, why would we not want to share that with the world? We could save countless lives, and by doing so, we could benefit us in the future.
Someone help my daughter! She's sick!
I'm a doctor! She's terribly sick. Take this.
She's healed!
But what if we're sharing something like the atomic bomb? The other countries could use this knowledge against us and just completely wipe out the U.S.
Here's the secret to the atomic bomb to defend your country.
I think you both made a great argument. I'm still on the fence about it. If we did find the cure for cancer, I'd want to share it with others because we could save countless lives. But I also don't want to hand any other countries the ultimate weapon to kill us. If America has the ability to solve world problems, should we?
I think if we have the resources at no additional cost, then we should probably help out other countries.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Take this.
Oh, thank you.
Some countries may not take our generosity very well and will resort to violence. They may see us as trying to overstep our boundaries and trying to fix something that they don't view as being broken.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Take this.
This is trash. I want something better.
If America has the ability to help out other countries, I think America should take every advantage of that. We will be back in 5 minutes to talk about 3 crucial world problems happening right now. Welcome back. Now we will discuss what the worst world problem is between climate change, drug abuse, and water pollution.
One of the worst world problems is water pollution. Humans are polluting the water with oil and plastic, and the sea life consumes it, or they either get tangled in it. Not only are we polluting our sea, we are polluting our drinking water. There's 13 million tons of plastic found and still in our oceans. Water pollution is killing sea creatures, which can potentially mess up our food chain. Even the toxins from oil and plastic can be found in their systems. If a small fish that consumes these toxins is eaten by a bigger fish, that bigger fish now contains those toxins. If all the small fish die of those toxins, then the big fish won't have anything to eat. All the unsafe drinking water is jeopardizing our health. All the unsafe drinking water kills more people than wars and violent acts combined. If we don't have enough clean drinking water, we will die. Not only do we pollute the oceans, but so does our equipment.
The most terrifying world problem is climate change. Climate change is changes in the Earth's temperature, which leads to intense weather patterns. There could be a drought in the west and then flooding in the east. For example, when ice caps could be melting because of intense climate change and polar bears can be losing homes. Humans are producing more greenhouse gases, which leads to more CO2 in the air, causing the climate change. Climate change is affecting everyone on Earth. 1,300 scientists from around the world predict that a temperature rise of 2.5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit will be affecting the Earth's air. Ice caps are melting and waters are getting warmer. This is causing polar bears to lose food and die because they cannot get the fish that are already dead from the warm water. Climate change is a new problem, but more and more evidence shows that this can be a life-threatening effect.
One of the oldest and yet still current world problem is drugs and drug abuse. Drug companies not only attract to those of legal age to use the drug, they also now attract to teens because of their devices and flavors. Teens want to be considered cool and they use the drugs and get addicted, which is what the drug companies want. They want them to get addicted so they keep using their drugs. Drugs not only affect the person, they also affect their family, their health, and our healthcare system. Our healthcare system suffers because we spend $11 billion on substance abuse alone. The drugs they use damage their brain, and the longer they use them, the more damage is done, and the harder it is for their brain to return to normal. The drugs also change their brain chemistry. Our nation's number of people overdosing is increasing. The number of people overdosing is 70,237 people.
Sick womp, bro. What's your favorite flavor?
Cotton candy, what's
Have
yours?
you tried a new popcorn flavor?
No.
What do you think would happen if these problems continued?
If we keep polluting our water, there'll be almost not enough drinking water for us. If we keep polluting our oceans with plastic, oils, fertilizers, and more, by 2050, there'll be more plastic than fish. We can stop this by switching all of our plastic products to biodegradable products.
In the arms of the angels.
The longer we allow ourselves to produce more carbon dioxide than our air can handle, the harder it will be to return back to safe carbon levels. The earth will only get hotter and the air will only get more polluted. Animals like polar bears and penguins will become extinct. Oceans will be flooded over and cities and people will die because of these floodings. We must convert down to renewable resources like solar power and wind power. We need to stop using other things like fossil fuels and coal.
Drug abuse will continue to be a world problem, especially with teens now doing it at such a young age. What if we don't do anything about the people who die and kill themselves due to overdosing? There would be less people in the world, which could potentially help our overpopulation problem. People who are non-substance abusers would have more food because there's less people. And that $11 billion we spend on substance abuse could go to other world problems like climate change and water pollution. The world has some major problems. Climate change, water pollution, and drug abuse are 3 current world problems happening right now. Thank you, Nick and Taylor, for joining me on my debate broadcast. Until next time, I'm Sequoia Rieger. Have a great day and debate away.